Wow, man. Easily the greatest player in Los Angeles Rams history, NFL single-season record holder for most rushing yards, man. And I'm going to put it out there, have to be
Okay.
the best dressed in
Oh,
NFL history. Right
crazy.
now. The one and only Eric Dickerson. Tracy, if
Man.
you would see this man, he's so sharp, I got cuts on my hand when I
Yo,
shook his.
describe it.
Oh, man, have to do the honors, man. What do you got on?
See, here's the thing. Okay, so Tracy, the blue, not only is it like that pristine navy blue, but the tailoring and the details, Tracy, unmatched. And then
Yeah.
he just kept it so light. He's just like, I'm just going to throw on a light pair to walk around in too, baby. So when they look down
Okay.
at the feet, I'm in stride.
Just looking
Wow.
like wealth. You describing wealth.
Well, he start laughing. You got your initials on your cufflinks. That's well.
Yeah.
I might forget who I am.
Okay. Hey, man, I watched you over the years. We actually met at these before plenty
Yeah.
of times. I hope I made an impression on you. If I didn't, I'm going to introduce myself every time because it's worth it to me. And I want to say congratulations to you on your new book, Watch My Smoke, the Eric Dickerson story, which is out now. I feel like what I like about it is that I think we got to start telling these stories, telling our own narratives.
Absolutely.
And part of your career wasn't just the great things you did on the field, but it was also the negotiations that took place in the office space, right?
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah, man. And were you just cognizant coming into the league that, man, I'm going to make sure I'm not being exploited in the contracts? What was your mindset?
No, because, I came from a small town in Texas, and, I wanted to play football. I didn't think I'd play professional football, but I was blessed to play professional football. But it's like anything, I know what's fair and I know what's not fair. And, the thing was when I got drafted, John Elway was the first pick, I was the second pick. Elway was making $1 million, I was making $150,000. That's a big disparity.
Yeah.
And even was the quarterback, but still, I was putting up quarterback numbers. I was our quarterback. So, it was different back then. We had no way of getting out of a team. You had no free agency, no free agency. You were just stuck. And that was the bad part. And our team was known for being very frugal and cheap. I won't forget our general manager. He said, "Look, football players like horses. You open the gate, they're gonna run."
Oh,
Wow.
So
That's a
kinda how it
direct
was.
quote. Wow.
Yeah, that was just how it was.
damn, that sounds very plantation.
You think?
Hello.
Oh,
Right. Go fetch that cotton.
man,
Really?
Eric.
Pick that cotton.
Yes, sir, boss. I got that for you, Captain. Don't you worry. Don't you fret yourself.
Well, how much has changed in your opinion, man? We having these conversations about diversity, and it's 2022.
It's changed some. The money has changed, but the narrative has never changed. The thing is that they didn't want black quarterbacks when I played. Now they accept it because you have to have them. They're such good athletes, you can't hide it.
Right.
They didn't want black coaches. That was like a no-no. And it still is in a sense.
Yeah.
Because I say this. You think about the league they say 70% black. That league is 80% black. 80% black.
Absolutely.
And it's like if you say, okay, I go to a HBCU and you go there and it's 2 black people and all white. But that ain't no HBCU. And that's how the NFL is in a sense. It's all these brothers and they're coached by whites. Look, and it's not about the color.
Yeah.
It's about the opportunity. And
Yes.
we don't have the opportunity. It's like this, if it's ever going to change, and I've said this over and over, it's ever going to change, we have to have people in power. And when I say power, like being the like general managers, the commissioner, like a black commissioner, and multiple black owners, not one, but 3 or 4. That's the only way it's going to change. And other than that, it's going to stay the same. It's like if I'm a plantation owner, I'm not going to wake up one day and say, you know what, I feel bad. I'm going to let these slaves go. I'm going to get out here and pick this cotton myself.
Right.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
No.
Yeah, man.
Well, I have Mr. Dickerson. So we just got finished talking to Saquon Barkley, and he was talking about, mentors and mentorship and mental health and all those different things. Did anybody embrace you, like, when you came into the league? Like, was there another player who just said, come on, Rook, I got you, I'm going to show you the ropes? Did you have that? Did people embrace you?
Yes and no. It wasn't like that. It really wasn't, because you think about it. I can think about being a black man in the 80s.
Right.
You know how we are growing up.
Yeah.
Mental health, they would say, "Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that boy. He's just crazy.
He's just crazy.
Ain't
Go
nothing
pray,
wrong.
get a Bible."
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't get his butt whooped enough when he was young.
That's right.
That's what it was, and it could have been something else going on. And I played with players that had really mental issues,
Wow.
but they had no outlet. They had no one to talk to. So what they go to drugs.
Yeah.
And that was the big issue back then. But no, I mean, I wouldn't, like I was saying, in those days it was different. And they, some of the players were I was really close with, and some a little older than me, but I didn't really have a mentor. But my thing was, my best mentor was my mother and my dad. My dad passed away when I was 17, but my mother was she was like, look, you know how we raised you. Don't go out there and embarrass yourself and don't embarrass us. That's how I approached the game.
Eric Dickerson is hanging with us, man. Watch My Smoke. The Eric Dickerson story is out now. Make sure you get it. Tracy, you want to ask him something?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so happy I get to hear your voice, Eric. Have fun
Thank you.
during this weekend. Yeah, I feel like you're probably happy that when you did the new Celebrity Apprentice that it was with Arnold Schwarzenegger as the host versus if it was some years back with Trump. Just thinking about how politics has just become a part of our everyday conversation. But it made me curious, since you were quote unquote terminated, what is your firing style like? Can you do it easily? You know what I mean? Is it something that just pulls at your heart? Like, do you have a long-winded narrative, or do you cut them right at the throat real quick? What is it like?
Well, I'll say, let's talk about when I was on The Apprentice. Man, I was so glad to get fired. I remember I told him, I'll volunteer. I said, I'll take one for the team.
Why is that, though?
Man, I was so tired of that nonsense.
He wanted to say shit.
You said it. You said it. I thought it. You said it.
You put it in Heather's mind.
All right, Heather, you got it. But I'm very upfront. People who know me know this about me. If you don't want the truth, don't ask Eric, because he'll tell you just like it is. I mean, by myself, I don't pull any punches. I've never tried to hurt anyone's feelings, but
Right.
I mean, I just always, my dad had a saying, son, the truth ain't popular, but it is the truth.
Yeah, and nothing changes about that, man. Well, congratulations on the book. If a lot of athletes that are, seeking professional careers are to read this book, and it's not just athletes, just everyday people, striving in this society, what is it that you hope they could take away from it?
Well, one thing is, like you said, we can control our narrative now. For me, when I played, I was a villain. I was a bad guy because I asked to get paid right, you know. And just, I always felt like that it's not about being a star athlete. It's about being a better human being, a person. I mean, and we're all people. People of color. You got white, black. So it's not about your skin color. Like, you didn't choose your color.
No,
you
man,
didn't
it's
choose
a
your
beautiful color, though.
Yeah, it is a beautiful color.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
but you know what? But you chose that top you had on.
Yeah,
you got
man.
Right.
I'm hot as hell right now,
As
too,
you
by the way.
chose. So,
Right.
I have my story is about everything. It covers pretty much everything in my life, from beginning to end that I can remember, over the years, over my childhood, my way I was raised, my parents, and the ups and downs of professional football, and some of the racist things that's in there. I mean, I'll tell you one quick story is that when I got to Indianapolis, they used to make us go to the Christmas party, the owner's Christmas party, and it was in his barn, and so we had to go. And he was an alcoholic. He was an alcoholic, and he comes up to me and two other guys, and he was drunk, and he had his two handlers, and he proceeds to tell us a racial joke. I mean, he said, you got the N word, you got a wet, and you got a kite, and he said that, and I'm like, F this. I'm like, I'm out of here. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that was going on that people didn't know about, but that's the world we live in, and so I never said anything about it then, but like I said, all this stuff.
Read the book.
Read the book.
Read the
right?
book.
Read the book, man.
Read the book.
Hey, man, Eric Dickerson, man, I can't even tell you, watching you play for so many years and having you sit by me right now, man, and I'm from Oakland, so of course I'm a Raiders fan, but man, it's amazing to have you here.
Absolutely.
Thank
Tell
you,
your
brother.
story, brother.
Thank
Man,
you,
I
brother.
appreciate you,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Absolutely. Eric Dickerson. Make sure y'all follow him at Eric Dickerson 29. Make sure you get the book, Watch My Smoke, the Eric Dickerson story right now. Who you got for the? Who should I bet my money on for this Super Bowl?
Come on, dog. You know the Rams gonna take
Okay,
you.
there you go. All right. Hey, man, ED, man, thank you for coming
bro,
through,
thank you.
man.
Thank you
Every
very
time, man, you are officially a citizen.
That's Sway in the morning.
Come on,
you.
this is Eric Dickerson, y'all. All right,
Looking
man.
sharp.
We got Terry from L.A. He in the building.
Ring the bell,
Wow.
man.
Okay, he coming up next, Sway,
Oh!
or at some point. All right.
Count, boy.